Hi there, I'm Jody Bentley, actor, producer, teacher, and speaker. As an actor, I play women that are determined, obsessed, and myopic to the extreme. As a producer, I tell stories that raise consciousness. And as a speaker, teacher, and coach, hello, Lynn, I talk about bravery in business. And welcome to episode 21 of my Bravery in Business series, my first of 2018. Hello, Peter. Thank you for joining. And here we'll be discussing the business of acting, creative entrepreneurship, crowdfunding, and honestly, the business of life, because my God, we get to live life as we pursue our creative and artistic endeavors. And sometimes that can be challenging. So bravery. To me, bravery is the obsessed desire to authentically be you without compromising your vision for your career and your life. And honestly, bravery is a choice. So I invite you to be brave with me. Hello, Dan. Hello, Andy. Gosh, I feel like this was really close. Okay, great. So hello, today, episode 21, we are going to be talking about dreams or goals. I just started teaching my second semester at studio school. I created a 32-week syllabus on the business of acting for their first graduating class. So I've literally taken my 13-week syllabus and created 32. It's been an amazing journey. Hello, Susan. Thank you for joining. So I've created this 32-week syllabus, and this semester is all about goals and strategy. And it is interesting to revisit teaching goals again. I do it in one-on-one sessions. I haven't done goals in a group. And I just feel compelled to talk about it. Because look, it's February, right? The January excitement of resolutions and I'm going to create new habits and change and these are my goals for the year. That excitement is gone. Because now the month of January is gone. Hello, Ken. Thank you for joining. So it's February 6th. So my question to you is, where are you in that? And please feel free to write comments on the sidebar and ask any questions that you have about setting goals, your own goals, all of that as we go on. So it's February 6th. And again, that initial wave of excitement of the new year is dissipated. So what does that mean? Do you have an action plan? Do you have a strategy in place to get what you want? Hello, Corbin. Thank you for joining. You know, I bring up goals with my students. And this is the first time a lot of them have even thought of goal setting, right? I mean, when you're in school, your goal is your syllabus and you complete that. So this idea is a little bit new to them, and it hit me again. The blocks that can come up around goals, or the triggers that can come up around goals. And I'm reminded that a lot of people, and let me know if you are one as well, don't write down their goals, because what happens if you don't hit it? Well, then you feel like a failure. You didn't accomplish anything. You wrote this thing down, it didn't happen, and now you feel like shit. Does that sound familiar? Hey, Donnie, thanks for joining. So this was a big block that I found, not only with my students, but with clients in general, is this fear of commitment, this fear of writing down, because the inevitable what if it doesn't happen, there's so much fear around that it creates stasis and creates a block in committing and writing things down. Hey, Dan says he's guilty. Yeah, Dan, I know you are not alone in this. It's a huge thing. So here's what I say to my clients and people. Hey, Philip, thanks for joining. You get to commit. You must commit, because a goal without a plan is just a dream. And everybody in the world has dreams. It's awesome to have dreams and think big and daydream about what you want. But are you really taking action to get it? Hey, Jason, thanks for joining. So if you feel that thing of, you know what? I'm not really going to write this down because if I don't hit it, that's even more devastating than the possibility of hitting it because I write it down. Here's what I request of you. I request that you commit. I request that you write it down. I also request that you commit and be open to change. Commit and be open to change. I had a client who her goal was to land a commercial agent in the year. And the year, she wrote it down, we created an action plan. The year came and went, and no commercial agent was at the end of her year journey. However, she booked, I believe, 5 commercials that year, 3 print ads, all on her own. Now, I'm sorry, do you feel that someone who booked 5 commercials and 3 print jobs all on their own in 1 year is a failure? No, no, it's not. And then she had a body of work to take to this agent to land one the following year. So that's what I mean. Commit. She wrote it down. She committed, but you get to be open to change because we're not fortune tellers. I can't see into the future of where I'm going to be next month. However, if I don't give myself a plan of action or a strategy or a milestone towards a goal that I might have, then I'm just hoping, wishing, and praying and floundering, quite honestly. And as artists, that's challenging because we want to feel free. We want to feel creative. Oh, I just cut myself off. We want to, feel free and creative and do our art and have everything just work out the way it's supposed to. Now look, I love that, right? I want to be all zen about it. I want to be in flow and ease as I pursue the path of this crazy business that I've chosen to do. And again, a goal without a plan is just a dream. So my question to you is, do you want a dream or do you want success? Do you want a dream or do you want abundance? Do you want to dream or do you actually want to fulfill the desires that you have and take yourself on a journey which will have failures, which will have ups and downs, and which will have successes? So there's really 2 options moving forward now in 2018. You can continue on as you are, coming off the high of your New Year's resolutions, which may or may not be continuing. You can let me know on the sidebar if how you're feeling right now, if you're feeling totally motivated or a little stuck. Or you can choose. You can choose to write down that goal. You can choose specificity. You can choose commitment to something that you want. Because look, no one's just gonna hand it to you. I have 3 TV shows I'm packaging and developing. I don't expect anyone to hand me a deal. I get to create that deal. I get to create those relationships. I get to create an excellent product and attract the people that will be interested in it. Nothing is just going to be handed to us, especially if we don't ask. So again, do you want to dream or do you want to set a goal? So I urge you to set a goal. If you've done this already this year, awesome. Take them out, read them, start creating your action plan if you haven't done that. And if you haven't fully committed or set your goals, or you're dragging your feet, you're procrastinating, or you're letting fear actually take over, then sit down with a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, a glass of wine, a sangria, I don't care what it is, but carve out space and time for yourself to be specific. Oh, I have a phone call coming in. Isn't that fun? Okay, great. Let me, nope, let's cancel that. Sorry, Ken, I'll call you back. So, hey, Anthony, how are you? Tom, hello, Tom, hello, Mark. So, I urge you to carve out space and time and really get specific with what you want. And I mean, super freaking specific. When I have clients who are mapping out goals for them, it's not just that they want to book a film this year. That's vague and not motivating. I have them set the size of the role they want, the director they want to work with, the budget of the film. What does that role look like? Because why? We are committing to our deepest desires and passion, And then we are open to change. So again, commit and be open to change. All right, I don't know if you can you see behind me? Can you see my mirror there? So I've created goals for myself this year. I have career goals, I have producing goals, health goals, financial goals, relationship goals. I like goals. Can you tell I like goals? Okay, so this is my mirror of success, which is also terrifying, which I'll describe in a minute. So all of those things, it's every month of the year, and it's the milestones that I plan on hitting every month toward my goal. Hello, Paul. Thank you for joining. So those are all my milestones for every month of the year. So why do I do this? Number one, it's visual. So when I'm working out in here every day, I'm looking at that mirror and seeing every freaking milestone that I want to hit this year towards my big picture goals. And I just said the word milestones. And this is where I think goals do tend to falter, is they are not measurable, right? So we set this big yearly goal, and then 3 or 4 months in, we're like, well, nothing's happening well in this goal. I'm terrible. I'm just going to forget about it. The opposite of that is for you to actually craft milestones along the way to track and garner your own progress with your goals. Because if you are not measuring it, it will falter. It just will. It's human nature. Oh, yay. Paul said his wife was inspired by the goal mirror. Goal mirror. Okay, so these are my milestones of all my goals. So when you are writing your goals, I urge you to create an action plan of your monthly milestones along the way. So you know that, okay, in a year, I want to be booked as a speaker. Maybe that's your goal, right? Maybe you're switching professions and going down that path. I'm talking to Heather Stapleton later, and that's what Heather wants to do. I'm so excited for her. So maybe your 1 month milestone is to write or create a map or an outline of what your main keynote talk is going to be about. Decide your POV, decide what you're going to get known for. Maybe by month 2, you want to have your website up. Maybe by month 3, you want to have your polished speech done, and you've done it for a group of people. So do you see what I mean? Does that make sense? Where you get to create a structure, you get to create a syllabus for yourself to achieve these goals. Or else it's just hoping, wishing, and praying. And while that may be easy to do, it doesn't always garner the success and abundance that we desire and want. Oh, hey, Dan. Dan says, great running into you in LA. I was sitting at a coffee shop and Dan Ruth walked up. How wild is that? I trust your show went well, Dan. He had a one-man show in LA from New York. Fabulous. Thank you. You walk the walk. Your work is inspiring. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. And that's why I do this, is I want to inspire everyone to do it, to achieve what they want. But look, I am no different than you. And we are no different than Steve Jobs was, or any other icon that you admire in this world. We are no different. It's all how we, number one, run our lives, manage our triggers and our blocks and our limiting beliefs, and our belief system and deservedness in our goals, as well as having a plan to achieve it. And if you're faltering in one of those areas, you get to examine that, because that may be a missing piece for you, a missing link for you. But we need all of those things to really move forward and be successful. So I urge you to write down your goals. Be specific. Tell me what they are. Post them on my wall. Post them here. Let everyone know. Share it. And you know what? That's fucking scary. And I get it. But things don't happen alone. An acting career is not going to happen with me sitting behind this computer. Your speaking career is not going to happen with you sitting behind a computer. Whatever your entrepreneurial idea is not going to happen behind a computer. It's going to be going out and sharing who you are and what you want, and asking for support and help along the way. Hey, Lenora. So I urge you to write down those goals. I urge you to craft your monthly milestones to get it. Give yourself a structure. Give yourself a plan. Write it on your wall Unless that's overwhelming to you, then don't write it on your wall. You get to find a system that works for you. And look, if you feel you need support in this, reach out to me. I'm actually super psyched that this month I'm launching the Artists Mastermind Group. I have an online one for all my New York City people and beyond, and I have an in-person one in LA. And it is going to be a really high caliber mastermind of part coaching, one-on-one coaching, as well as group coaching and accountability to achieve your goals. So I put the link to my website. If you want to read more about it, do that. Reach out to me because look, I want you to succeed. I want you to have the life and the career that you want. I don't want you just to dream. I want you to thrive and have abundance. So set those goals, set those milestones, write them down here. I am here for you. Reach out. So commit and be open to change and set those goals. Awesome. All right. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter and Insta. Connect with me however you want. Let's stay in touch and let's keep inspiring each other. All right, Facebook. Have a good day. Bye.